Betrayal uncovered, heartbreak shock. She screamed at me so loud the neighbors probably heard, her voice slicing through the apartment like a knife. How could you cheat on me? Her mascara streaked down her cheeks, and she was gripping my shirt so hard her knuckles turned white. I just stood there, stunned, because I had no idea what she was even talking about. The truth was, I hadn't cheated, not even close, but the way she stared at me, wild-eyed and furious, made me feel like I was the one caught red-handed. But that wasn't the worst of it. Minutes earlier, I'd come home early from work and heard muffled laughter from my bedroom, the kind of laugh that's only shared between people with a secret. When I opened the door, I saw her, dangled up in the sheets with my brother. They scrambled to cover themselves, but the damage was already done. My brother couldn't meet my eyes, and she looked at me with a bitterness that made no sense, as if I was the one who'd betrayed her. Standing there, I realized she was trying to flip the script, to make me the villain so she wouldn't have to face what she'd done. She kept screaming about some girl from my past, dredging up old fights, desperate to redirect the blame. My brother just slipped past me, mumbling something about being sorry, but I couldn't even process it. Every word out of her mouth was meant to distract me from the reality I'd walked in on, but I couldn't forget what I'd seen. The worst part was, I almost wanted to believe her accusations just so I didn't have to accept what was really happening. It was easier to think I'd done something wrong than to accept that the two people I trusted most had betrayed me together. But as the shouting died down and the silence settled in, I knew there was no coming back from this. The real heartbreak wasn't the cheating or the lies, it was realizing I'd ignored every red flag because I was too afraid to be alone.